Hey, Colton, how many more weeks of winter do we have?
I mean, with the weather that's happening right now, probably like 100.
Great.
It's relentless.
Yeah,
It just doesn't
this week,
stop.
you know, we've had like these blizzard-like conditions, and it's going to get really cold. What else is happening?
Snow.
Great.
Lots of snow tomorrow night into Thursday morning, and then the Polar Vortex arrives. We're talking about potential to get close to our all-time record low temperature in Grand Rapids. So, and these records go back to the 1890s.
Okay.
So,
Great.
well over 100 years. So.
Great.
It's crazy, but getting into it, it's a lot to talk about. Your 13 weather ball is green, no change for senior numbers. It's still cold out there today. It's also blanking bright. Some more snow is eventually going to be in sight. This video brought to you by LaFontaine Ford of Grand Rapids. First off, we have a 13 weather impact alert in effect tonight, lasting into early Thursday morning. That is for accumulating snow, really in 2 rounds. We'll have system snow moving in, and then lake effect snow moving in late in the day on Wednesday into Thursday morning. Slick roads, poor visibility is very likely. Give yourself plenty of extra travel time, especially for the Wednesday morning commute with the worst of the conditions likely. Walk right now, it's cold out there, and it's also reduced visibility thanks to that lake effect snow. Currently sitting at 12 in Grand Rapids, 11 in Muskegon, and 9 is a number in Hart. But when you factor in the wind, it's feeling much cooler than that. All of us are pretty much below 0 when you factor in that sustained wind. -5 in Grand Rapids, -6 in Kalamazoo, and feels like a -8 right now in Big Rapids. We'll see somewhat of an improvement, and it hurts me to say this, but we do have a warm-up on the way, and by warm-up, I only mean in the upper 20s, so it will still be technically below average for this time of year, even though it is the coldest time of year. Temperatures will at least feel like the teens though, so still about 10 degrees cooler than the actual air temperature by the time we get to Wednesday afternoon. The system that will begin to impact us late tonight, continuing into much of Wednesday, is this one off to the west. Currently over the Dakotas, but that will swing into West Michigan, likely impacting us right around midnight overnight tonight. Right now, though, still holding on to lake effect snow bands. You can see the street bandings, what we call it, really off of a westerly wind off Lake Michigan, really impacting Ottawa, Kent, down toward Allegan and Barrie counties. That's where we still have at least some reduced visibility across the area. But hour by hour shows we'll have system snow move in later tonight. This is at 3 a.m. Notice widespread snow. But I do want to bring your attention to this. We have a southwest wind. Whenever that does happen, we've seen it actually many times this winter. Ottawa and Muskegon counties tend to see lake enhancement, so they will likely see the heaviest snow out of the system by the time we get to Wednesday morning. This is 9 a.m. Wednesday, still holding on to some lake effect snow showers, especially along the immediate lakeshore. So travel tomorrow morning will be very difficult across the area. Even into the evening commute, we'll have another flare-up of lake effect snow by 6 p.m. on a westerly wind, and then a brief system moves in, enhancing that lake effect snow Wednesday evening and Wednesday night. So in all total, we'll likely have several inches of new snow by the time we get to Thursday morning. This is our map right now. You can see this dark blue is at least 6 to 8 inches of snow, including Grand Rapids, Holland, Allegan, Hastings, and up toward Hart. Less snow in this light blue, but still 3 to 6 inches of snow is a decent amount of snow. This purple area though, that's what I was talking about with that southwest flow. Muskegon, Grand Haven, and just north of Holland, we could see significant snowfall on the order of 8 to 10 inches from now basically through Thursday morning. Now, not only that, we're tracking the coldest air we have seen in years across West Michigan. The actual high temperature will be 5 degrees on Friday and will only slowly improve into the weekend. Tracking out the actual air temperature, so this is what the thermometer reads. It will be 15 degrees on Thursday afternoon, but here comes the polar vortex by 9 a.m. on Friday. This is the actual air temperature. -5 in Grand Rapids, -10 in Ludington. When you factor in that wind, obviously it will feel much cooler than that. But notice as we get into Saturday morning, if we see any sort of clearing and with the snowpack on the ground, we could get close to an all-time record low temperature here in Grand Rapids. This model showing -20 degrees for an actual air temperature in Grand Rapids by Saturday morning. So very impressive cold. When you factor in the wind, it will likely feel like almost -30 degrees by the time we get to Friday morning, and then possibly once again on Saturday morning if we get any sort of clearing across the area. Timing out the feels like conditions, it will be very cold. This is Friday morning, widespread feels like temperatures below 20 degrees under 0 and possibly upwards of -35 in Ludington. We do not see this cold every winter by far, so this is very serious cold on the way, arriving later this week and continuing through much of this weekend. Today, though, it will actually be balmy compared to what we will see later this week. Temperatures in the teens right now, and that will hold throughout the rest of the afternoon with cloudy skies and a little bit of lake effect snow continuing as well. Your 13 on your side, 7-day forecast shows a new 13 weather impact alert has been extended into all day Wednesday for that system snow turning to lake effect snow, where several inches of snow will be likely by Thursday morning, and then the polar vortex arrives early Friday morning, continuing into this weekend. And right now, our coldest actual air temperature is -11, Elena, but I would not be shocked if we have to continue to lower that.
That sounds really cold.
Yeah,
it's been a while since we've seen that.
Yeah, it is brutal. We do not see this every winter, so even the people saying, oh, it's just winter in Michigan, no,
This
it's
is even worse.
rare. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll bundle up, I guess. What else can we do? Thanks,
Yeah.
Colton.